Welcome back to the show, everyone. Today we've got a special guest. His name is Marcus. Marcus is a trader who recently took on a FundYourFX challenge account. We are going to break down his journey. We're going to drill down into his mindset. We're going to find out his struggles, the wins, and what it really takes to perform under challenge conditions. If you ever thought about taking a prop firm challenge, this episode will give you a raw, honest look for someone who's actually done it. Marcus, thanks for joining us. Excited to hear your story.
Yeah, brilliant. No, thanks very much, Theodore. So, yeah, pleasure to be here, and I'm looking forward to it.
Marcus, can you introduce yourself and tell us how you first got into trading?
Sure. So I'm Marcus. Anyway, I'm based in Manchester in the UK. I got into trading first probably 3-4 years ago now. It was a friend I used to work with in an office, and he would just constantly be on his laptop doing something. I won't get too into it, but and I could see the chart and the graphs and him getting really emotional and upset about something or what. I was always sort of looking in his office, what is he doing? And eventually I asked, and he showed me. I think he trades on IG markets and whatnot. Anyway, but yeah, he showed me, and I was intrigued. And then he said he was going to teach me how to do it, but he didn't have any real. But now looking back, like, oh God, I hope he doesn't hear this from me. But he didn't have any real strategy or anything. He had no stop loss. He just said he would get a signal from Viper charts or something. He would then just, for some reason, say like, yeah, that one looks good because when you look back at the chart, it's always up or something so silly. So anyway, that's how I got into it. And then I lost a bit of money doing that. I think a lot of people's story, you come in almost for the wrong reasons, if I'm honest. I then start to see social media and all the, the Bugattis and Lamborghinis and just think, oh, right, I can, work on the beach and earn millions. But then obviously, I lost a bit of money. I then got really upset, but I made a decision to actually figure it out, maybe 2.5 years ago. And then just from there, just steadily learning and reading, and obviously, I've worked with you as my mentor for a while, and just practicing and yeah, now like 3.5 years later, I think I'm at a fairly good point. Always still learning, always still got lots to work on, but I can see a real future now, and it's not the same one I had 3 years ago.
Amazing. That's great. Now, that's very inspiring, to be honest. It's like from a Viber messages.
Yeah, God, it was ridiculous. It was so stupid. When you look back now, it's like, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
But it's the path of every trader. I think most of them anyway.
Yes, exactly. Now, what made you choose to take a FundYourFX challenge instead of trading your own capital?
Sure. Well, to be honest, I've traded for a few prop firms, done a few challenges, passed a handful. But with FundYourFX, actually, to be honest, it was the fees were sort of the draw in the beginning, because I think they're the cheapest that I've seen anywhere, and that's I still do have bad days and still do sort of go over the limits and have to restart. So the fees is obviously a massive point for me.
Yes.
And to be honest, I think they're the lowest I've found. So that brings me in. But then I've had it before where I've found prop firms with low fees, but then they get you on the spreads or on the like the order execution and things like you get a lot of slippage and the things like that. But to be honest, with FundYourFX, I actually found the spreads were really tight. The orders went through instantly, and there's probably the main thing I find amazing is the fact that there's no daily drawdown limit. It's just the maximum limit of maybe 10%, I think, on the challenge, which is unheard of, and it helped me just relax that little bit more. Obviously it's great to stay within your risk and not do 5% negative, but it just helped me just that slight less stress, which then helps my mentality, which helped me trade. So, you know, it's that, and still, you know, I had a few questions actually around the news. I was going to take a trade around news, and it was a really good setup, but I knew news was coming, so I got in touch quickly on the live chat to see what would be the situation, and then pretty much within a minute, I got the answer. I knew what I needed to do, and yeah, so like, yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully. Not to go on, but obviously the scaling plans as well is crazy. So I'm hoping I can stay and scale up as much as possible.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
So the overall trading conditions and the overall trading environment, it makes it great with FundYourFX.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but through FundYourFX is great. The trading condition, like the markets, haven't been great to me recently. but that's
okay. We will remove the markets.
Yeah. Not that, but yeah, everything. But FundYourFX is really
okay.
Good.
So let's get a little bit now into the challenge experience. Now, I want you to walk us through your experience with the challenge. What was the hardest part for you? I know you are an experienced trader and you are trading prop firms for a while, but that particular one, what was the hardest part?
So this one recently, I mean, honestly, so I'm a like trend follower, you know, really basic, really most simplest setup, like strategy ever. And I mean, to be honest, the conditions in the market over the last 2 to 3 weeks, I've found anyway, during the New York session, have been quite tight. If not, like, I've just been experiencing a lot of like reversals and not much like trend. So so to be honest, that's what's been the hardest thing. I've still, you know, I've had quite a lot of flat days or like small red days, which is fine. You know, that's not necessarily it's not my fault to say. But yeah, it's just been recently the markets. I don't know if it's something to do with the government in the US being shut down and liquidity drying up. I don't know, but yeah, just the markets have been not very conducive or helpful to my strategy. But again, having that like no limit on the daily drawdown and things, that's really helped.
Amazing. So we're going to get down to your strategy as well, but before that, I have another question for you. What was your mindset going into the challenge account?
My mindset going into so yeah,
like, I mean, it's different to trade with a regular broker, right? Compared to the prop firm challenges.
I suppose, in the beginning, like when I first started the challenge, I think maybe I'm a bit more prone to being emotional and like, you know, I want to get off the 0% line, and I don't want to be like, you know, in drawdown, like obviously. So in the beginning, I find it a bit more, what's the word? Just fearful. I don't know if that's the right word, but just I'm quite anxious in the very beginning because I just want to get a bit of a buffer. Once I've got that buffer, I relax. But yeah, and it has been tough. But going in is generally a little bit anxious. But you know, once everything was set up, and you know, once I did get a couple of good green days, got a little buffer in. Yes. Then I think I can get back to like my optimum sort of mindset. But it's just that first few days, if I don't do anything silly, I'll get out and like I'll be all right. But yeah, it's just harder in the beginning, I believe anyway.
Okay, yeah. So based on that, did you follow a specific trading plan, or you just adjust your style, or you did just adjust your style during the challenge? Yeah. We're gonna go through your strategy in a while, but just based on what you say, that you know you want to have a kickoff quite fast, so you get off the ground. Yeah. Do you have a specific methodology that you work around to do that, or just simply your strategy?
Yeah, well, it's always my strategy. Like I've found if ever I try to like, I don't know, add something new or look at like some sort of reversal pattern, I just don't, it's not as clear to me, so there's no need. But I think maybe to answer your question, no, my job is to wait for my setup, and if I see it, to enter correctly. But there's no, I have nothing else I should do. But the one thing I might do, so I risk 0.5% of the fund per trade. What I might do, if I am just a bit anxious, or if I've had like 3 red days, or if I just know that I'm not 100%, like confident and relaxed, I'm being a little bit like anxious, I might reduce my risk to 0.25%, and then, then get a couple of winners, because I generally go for a 2.5 to 3R. So even at 0.25, if I get a 3R, I'm close to 1% now. Okay, you can relax, you can get on with it. So my strategy, that's my job. I don't change it for anyone, or I shouldn't, but I will maybe reduce my risk just to give myself a little bit more, less stress.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And what rules or risk parameters did you find the most difficult to manage?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, for me, really, it's that I limit myself to 3 trades per day, like just to help filter the best, setup. But what I found recently is with like really tight markets, or like not having like really long sort of daily candles or anything, I tend to like almost force a trade, or like I'm going into it, I don't know why, and I'm trying to work on this, but I know I've got 3 trade limit, but why am I hitting my 3 trade limit all the time? I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. I know it, I'm forcing trades. I'm happy that I stopped after 3 because it's minimum damage. But I have found, I think what's happening is, it's a tight market. I'm making it work, and I'm putting on a trade because I want to be trading, and then, then I'm just maybe not getting it quite. So then I'll re-enter, then I'll step back, which is fine. I'm happy if I step back after 3. That's my rules. But yeah, does that answer the question?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure many people who are watching this video now are saying, you know what, I want to be like this trader. I want to be like Marcus, because you sound super disciplined trader. You sound the person that knows what he's looking for, and you sound the person that knows what he's talking about. Okay.
Well, I've had a good mentor for one.
Thanks for that. No, you were the best student.
Hey, I appreciate it.
You are becoming a mentor now.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, I don't know, maybe. But I hope so. Like I you know what, I really am getting to a point where I really want to help people as well. Like I don't know it all, but yeah, I think hopefully I'm getting there with the discipline. It's just getting beaten up for 3.5 years makes you a good boxer, makes you a good fighter. And it's just get beaten up. Just don't lose too much money, but you've got to go through the failure and the pain.
Yep. So let's get down to your strategy, and we're going to take a little bit of your mindset wisdom. First, let everyone know what type of trader you are. Are you a scalper, day trader, intraday trader, swing trader?
No, so I'm a day trader. So I trade the 5-minute chart. I know I used to trade the 1 minute, maybe we can talk about it later, but I trade the 5-minute chart, purely the Euro USD. On the New York Open, purely because there's generally more volatility during that time. On the 5-minute chart, and I'm strictly a trend follower. So I literally need to see some sort of a breakout. If we're in consolidation, or even if not, I'll open the chart and we'll just sometimes be in a trend. And I'm like, right, damn, I need to get on this quickly.
Yes,
because it is my setup. So say we've been in consolidation, we make a new high. Obviously, I'm not entering anything there. That's the first signal: is are we going up? Is it just a fake out? So as we make a new high, pull back, continue to the upside. That's my first touch. Brilliant. One. If it happens again, another pullback and break again above that high, Now I have a trend line because I have two touches, and I'm just waiting for the third touch. And once I get really a decisive like break, like that swing low, ideally I want a decisive break, but you can't always choose. But once I get that swing confirmation up, whichever way we're going, then I'm in 0.5%, 2.5 risk. And one real key thing for me is then I work on MetaTrader 5. I then have to shut down MetaTrader 5. I've done the entry, I've done the work. I have to shut it down because I know I'm prone to. I'll watch on TradingView and I'm logging everything and I'm logging my thoughts and everything. Yeah. But I know I start to see candles. My brain starts to like overreact to things. Yes. And then I might tweak. I might bring my stop to break even. I might extend my take profit. I might just close out the trade because of something going against me. But if I just shut down TradingView, watch and monitor. Shut down MT5.
Yep.
Watch TradingView. Let it happen. I've done the work. Calm down. I'm just constantly telling myself, just shut up. Calm down. Done it.
Wow.
Go do something else if you want.
Wow.
But that's been a big help, and I recommend that. Is stop playing around with your whatever system you used to enter. Shut it down. Just shut it down. You've done your work. Go do something else.
Whoa. So you are a very disciplined trader. Well done.
Sometimes. It's hard. It's not always, but yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely. It's super hard. It's unbelievable hard to keep doing this every single day. And you said that you are up here, there every single day. And only if your setup is there, you're going to press the trigger. So is it a particular reason you choose to trade only the Euro US dollar, as you said earlier? Well, because you are very specific. And I'm sure people love that. They want to hear a story from a successful trader that is specific. I do this, I do that, I do this, and for this reason, and that's all. And I call it for the day. Yeah. So what's the story with the Euro US dollar? I mean,
well, it initially came about because I did back a few years ago when I was hunting around for different strategies and things. I came across a guy called Corey Matthews, I think, and he basically has a strategy based on the 1 minute chart, but only the Euro USD because the spreads are really tight. There's good liquidity. It's, from what I understand, I think there's a lot less fake outs and a bit more certainty to its movements just because it's so liquid. So anyway, I thought that was great. I just stuck with it. But the thing is, now I've spent almost 3 years, nearly every trading day, depending, watching the Euro USD. So
wow,
I'm just very confident and familiar with it. I can say, okay, I've seen this. There's no guarantee, nothing works 100%. But okay, this is familiar. I'm relaxed. I'm happy. I'll take the trade. Whereas then, I have obviously thought, okay, well, why aren't I, scanning other markets and looking for the same opportunities? Because the euro might be a bit flat right now, but gold, as we all know, has been ripping for like months. Yes. So I've started to look at gold, make a few trades, and it's just, even though all the setups are fine, my mind, I'm not quite as comfortable with it.
Yes.
So I don't know. I just think, get to know one instrument, get to know it for years, inside out. And if you really need to add, I don't know why I need to add anything now. It's fine. The markets are all so correlated anyway. Like, what am I going to do? Just trade the Dixie against. It's exactly the same, but in reverse to the Euro USD. So I don't know. I'm just familiar with it, and I think it pays off spending so much time with one market. You get to know it. You become friends.
Yes.
You argue sometimes, you love each other sometimes. It doesn't matter. You just get along, just work.
Yep.
Get to work.
100%. Yeah. So what were the key factors you looked for before entering a trade?
Yeah, well, like I said there, sort of a clear, because I had
just walk us through your strategy. Let's say now you're about to trade, you open your platform.
Okay. Okay.
What are you looking to do?
Okay, so before the session at 2:30, because I'm in the UK, so 2:30 to 4 o'clock is my session, 1.5 hours. Before that, I do a little bit of like work with a pre-trade presentation I go through, reminding myself of what we're working on, what we're looking for. Yeah, then obviously I'll open up TradingView. Ideally, don't need to open up MetaTrader 5 just yet, because again, that's a trigger, like, oh, you're trying to jump in, like, just relax, We open up TradingView, assess what's going on. Ideally, I don't want to jump into anything too soon, because obviously that first 10 minutes can be quite volatile. You can have a bit of a fake out or something. I'd rather watch the market for at least 10-15 minutes to hopefully then see a clear trend. Like I say, I'm just purely a trend follower. So like I said, once I then see if we're in consolidation or if we're already in a trend, I want to be able to map out a trend line, a diagonal trend line. If we're going down, then once I've had 2 touches, that then gives that trend line, what's the word, authority, or I then make it right. This establishes the trend line. Yes. And then once we come up to it for a third time, if I see a rejection, beautiful. Like, I've got if I don't take it, we have a problem, So,
wow.
So once we get there and we reject, beautiful. Thanks very much. This is what I do. Doesn't matter what happens. That's my job. What happens after that is nothing to do with me. But obviously, if we come up to the trend line, you can, there's probably a lot of people thinking the same thing. So you can get a bit of like stagnation and maybe go too early, but you don't. Like, sometimes it will stagnate and you'll see it. If it's not decisive enough, which is hard to tell, but sometimes we'll stagnate and we'll break through. Then it's like, okay, great, step back. That's all. Something else is happening here. We're probably reversing. Who knows? But yeah, that's me out of that whole setup. Invalidates the trend line. Get rid of that.
Okay. Do you use any indicators or oscillators, moving averages or something, or you are a pure price action trader, let's say?
Yeah, no, I've used some indicators in the past, but now all I have now is the 50 moving average, and just use that to help with filtering the entries. So I have a checklist on one screen, and one of them is, if we're buying, you've got to be above the 50.
Yes.
Well, I'll be honest with you. It's more about data collection, because we could be say the bears are like pulling the price down, but we could have such a pullback to a certain area which is still on the trend. Yeah. But it goes above the 50.
Yes.
I will say, well, this is still my strategy, but it's not quite that checkbox. Which is then it's just about data. It's like, look, 90% of the time you're on the right side of the 50. So anyway, to answer your question, it's just use a 50 moving average, just to help, just a little indication,
Yeah. So sort of a, let's say, filter, rather than executing trades based on the bounce or rejection of the 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a filter, just a little bit of help.
How do you manage risk inside the funded challenge, where the rules are a little bit strict?
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's everything. I think, as we've discussed in the past, I think risk management is maybe like 70% of the game, as it were. How I manage it is by having very, very, very strict rules. And then
we've noticed that you have extremely strict rules so far.
Well, you have to. It's down to you, really. But just having really strict rules, reminding myself of them, like before the session, like go through a few things. But I also set a 15-minute timer. So I've got a timer.
Whoa.
Here. I won't do it because it'll go off. But I set 15 minutes. And every time it goes off, I can sometimes, and I'm sure a lot of traders can relate to this, you can sometimes be so engrossed in the charts that the world just shuts off, and you're
yes.
But the timer goes off, and I'm like, oh God, yeah. And then I just have a bit of a reset. Just it's a logic reset. It's like, what you're thinking now, is it logical, or are you? Because we can all have a tendency to get a bit of conviction about an idea. Be like, oh, we're coming to this level. I just know it's going to reject. No, you don't.
Yes.
You don't know what that fund manager with $1 billion in liquidity is going to do. But so when it goes off, I then have to just ask myself, breathe. Ask myself, are you being logical? Let's just step back, think. And I'll often make a note. I write on TradingView, just like, okay, I'm thinking this, I'm thinking that. All good. Maybe I've had 2 losses already. I know I need to be really vigilant. Just be careful, Marcus. And then again, set it 50 minutes. You can then relax. It's just a bit of a, okay, all right, I'm here. It's all right.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a distraction.
Just
okay.
A little.
That's
like
great.
people do with the elastic band to remind them.
Yeah, and you said that 3 trades per day is what ideally you're gonna do, and you stop the day. If you don't find 3 trades per day, is that okay based on your rules and strategy?
Well, yeah. I mean that's
okay.
It's really important because like I have my 3 trades. If I don't find any, and I just end for the session, great, that's a success today. Because my job is to look for my strategy, and my strategy maybe shows up once every 3 days, 2 days. If I'm being super what's the word, just really on it, about getting everything perfect, it's probably once every couple of days.
Okay. For how long do you trade every day? For how long do you sit in front of the computer?
It'll be an hour and a half. An hour and a half doing my session, then maybe after that, maybe 15-20 minutes journaling, noting down, going through, what did I do well, what do we need to work on. So 2 hours maximum, all in.
Okay. So you're journaling?
Yeah.
Every time you trade?
Yeah, every day.
Wow, guys, you have to copy Marcus' style, 100%. Now let's get down into the psychology and a bit of habits. What habits helped you stay consistent throughout the challenge? Just a few habits, 1 or 2 habits.
Yeah, okay, so it's definitely before every session, I'll spend 15 minutes meditating, which just helps me become more aware, ideally. So that helps. Also, like I mentioned, I have a pre-trade presentation. So these are just things just my strategy, just go over it, just remind yourself what you're looking for. Remind yourself you're only 1 bad trade away from spiraling out of control. If I do something silly, it can then have an emotional impact. But going through that little presentation, I to remind myself. And then I know I mentioned it as well, but the timer's a massive, that massively helps me just stay within my risk and just remind me what's going on.
Amazing. Okay. So we keep these 2 things, the distraction and your pre-trading routine.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you experience pressure knowing you were trading a prop challenge? Do you feel more, worried, let's say? Or
well, if I'm honest, no. Is that
yeah.
Well, okay, good. Yeah, the reason I use prop firms is I'm not risking my own capital, my own money. The only thing you're ever going to lose with a prop firm is the fees for the challenge. Yeah. Whereas if you've got your own 5k account, 50k account, that every single penny is at risk. God knows what you might go through. So, to be honest, no, I find it slightly less stressful, but again, it's that those first couple of days is when I want to get off to a good start. But otherwise, no, if I'm honest, I find it easier. I just find it better trading with prop firms instead of my own capital.
Okay. How do you keep your emotions under control when a trade goes south, or when you know, we are humans, we maybe take a trade that it doesn't match our rules, right? Yeah. Sometimes we do this stuff. So how do you handle your emotions after? Do you beat yourself up?
Yeah.
Or
okay, yeah. So what if I've made a mistake, or if I've had a few bad trades? The main thing I think is trying to be logical. I tell you what, I've read a really good book called The Mental Game of Trading.
Yes.
And you know, in that, it's really helped me. I need to map my thoughts or map my behavior, and through doing that, I've learned what my early triggers are. So I think what really helps me is if I've had some bad trades, or if I've made a mistake, I am disciplined, but I will make mistakes. I might fade against the trend, okay, just because of something God knows, I don't know, I'm not having a great day. I've seen the market just run away from me, and then I suddenly get a rejection. So, oh yeah, it's gonna bounce. Who knows? I still make mistakes. But if that happens, and then I start to feel a bit of tension, or I have a thought that I know is the beginning, the early signs of effectively what will end as tilt. But I know, okay, you're being crazy here. You've just oversized, or you've double entered, or you're impatient, you're frustrated, I'm hot. Whatever you've mapped out, or I've mapped out previously, I can then hopefully recognize the signs, go, right, cut, stop everything, stop. Get out of it, cancel, and stand up, breathe, reset. I think a lot of people think you need to learn how to not do it. I think it's more a question of you need to learn how to recognize it, because you're always going to be emotional. You're human. It's about learning how to deal with the emotions, not stopping the emotions.
Exactly.
Emotions are your friend, because they're telling you, mate, you're going south, and you know where this is going to end. I'm telling you now, I'm annoying you, So you use your emotions. I think they're a brilliant indicator. And you're going to make mistakes, but hopefully your emotions will show you, right, you're on the wrong track.
Thanks for that. Thanks for sharing that. Now, what was the biggest lesson you learned from the challenge?
From this challenge?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, fair enough. And this challenge recently was, and again, because the markets for my style haven't been perfect, I've been maxing out my 3 trades, and I've obviously been questioning why the hell I'm not having a great time. I might be flat, I might be down a bit, I might be up a little bit, but it's I'm not really getting my perfect setup. So I'm forcing trades, and I think it's recently I've been going through this thing where I'm trying to make the session count. I'm trying to sit down, trade, be up for the day, and leave. Whereas it's not, that's not conducive. It's not helping. The session doesn't matter. If there's no setup, there's no setup.
Yes, exactly.
So it's that basically. I've got to stop. I've got to just watch the market, and if it doesn't happen, shut the computer, and that's success.
Yes. Yeah. If you could go back and do the challenge again, what will be the one thing you will change?
Yeah, I think I'd be more strict on my entries. I've just, like I say, I've definitely been I've been saved by my risk management, but I've been forcing trades.
Okay.
So I think I just need to be so much, I need to filter things out, take less trades, get the win rate up.
Okay.
Just, be a bit more strict on my entries.
And if you could give one advice to the traders who want to pass a FundYourFX challenge?
Yeah, one bit of advice is like stop.
Because, sorry to interrupt you, just to add, because we know that at FundYourFX, they don't have that daily drawdown limit. So some people, they might gonna use it in a different way that at the end it's gonna end up being against their trading account.
Yeah.
So
no, yeah, there's a lot of, I think on social media, there's a lot of like emphasis on go crazy for the challenge, like, you know, risk 2% or whatever, just, you know, just do the challenge, and then you're going to be okay, are you, when you have the funded account? It's not going to work.
yes.
I think, I mean, there's obviously so much, you know, advice you could give or just, you know, things, but I think it's just to really not think about your profit or loss or the money or anything like that. Honestly, don't even check your profit and loss at the end of the day, because it doesn't matter. It's create a system, which you should have. Create like a point strategy. Like I at the end of every trading session, I feed my screenshot to ChatGPT, and I've taught it over the last 6 months. I've taught it a discipline score from 10 to 1. Like, if I do this, you deduct the point, and I'm aiming to get over 7 for my discipline. I don't give a damn about profit and loss. So my whole thing is to just stick to your rules, basically. And if you stick to your rules and stick to your process, the profit and loss will sort itself out. It will be there waiting for you at the end of the month. So it's that. Forget your profit and loss. Just focus on pure execution. Do it perfectly. If you do that, all your dreams will come true.
Amazing advice. So let's get down into some fun questions. Now I will ask you 4 questions, and I want a single answer, just a single word or a phrase.
Okay.
Single word or a phrase.
Okay.
One trade you will never forget. One trade you will never forget.
Well, like it can't be a word, but I used a trading bot at one point.
Yes.
Like pure, completely automated strategy.
Yes.
And yeah, I lost like $15,000. So
just like that.
Just
trading.
And I watched it, because I can't do anything, and I watched it. Just it used to do martingale thing. So
yes.
If it lost, it would like go ×3, do it again.
Yes.
If it lost, at ×7, do it again. And I just watched it do this again and again and again. So just EA, don't mess with EA bloody.
Okay. What is your biggest, I think we already figured it out, but what is your biggest trading strength?
My biggest trading strength, I'd like to think it's my discipline.
Yes.
Yeah, do that.
Yes.
I think so. But but I'm not perfect. I have terrible moments. We're human, but yeah, I think I'm getting that. If I had to pick, be the discipline. Just I'm a freak for discipline. I love it.
Yeah. What's your biggest weakness right now?
Forcing trades. Entries. Yeah.
So your entries.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing, the last question. One thing you wish all new traders understood.
It's not get rich quick.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Okay, guys, remember now we're about to end the podcast. I have to say that it's an amazing conversation. It's amazing what we hear from Marcus. Just tell us a little bit about how do you see your future as a trader? Where do you want to take your trading next? More funded accounts, scaling?
Yeah. Well, no, I'd like to. Obviously, I want to stay within like the prop firm, world, as it were. And with FundYourFX, you can scale, I think, up to 3 million. So like,
yes,
I don't need, you don't need to go. I don't need to go anywhere else, really. So yeah, for me, I think, I'm like, I want to hopefully, ideally, stay with FundYourFX. until, I don't know, maybe there might be a point in the future where from the money I've earned and saved and whatnot, I'll probably go into just managing my own fund. I have spoken with someone about trading for their family office, but I don't know if I want that stress. You know?
Yes.
I'm not ready for it. But yeah, love prop firms. Like, they're amazing, and FundYourFX is certainly proving to be a really good home. So we'll see.
Yeah. Where can people follow you? Do you post any of your trading somewhere, or you just keep it for yourself?
The only place, if I'm deadly honest, I'm like not a massive fan of like a lot of social media in general, let's say.
Yeah.
But I am on Reddit, and I'm called the Stop Loss Hunter.
Okay.
I love it on Reddit because like it's just war. It's just all that, like, just people have great advice, people slating people posting screenshots. It's a bit more interactive. So yeah, if you want to find the Stop Loss Hunter on Reddit, I'm always messing around on there. Like,
amazing.
The last thing I posted was just a day where I didn't do a trade. So it's just a screenshot of the market, no trades. I said one of the best days this year.
Okay.
So it's because I didn't force a trade. I didn't make any errors.
Marcus, thanks again for coming on and sharing your journey with us. Honestly, your experience with the FundYourFX Challenge account, it's going to help definitely a lot of traders who are thinking about taking the same step. And to everyone listening, if you found value in this episode, make sure to follow, subscribe, and share it with another trader who need to hear this. I will catch you in the next episode. And until then, trade smart, stay disciplined, as Marcus said, and keep leveling up.